Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. If you find this message, it was meant for you. I'm going to ring the bell. All right, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has been well. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. I hope everyone is well and enjoying the time off. My children are out of school, so it's hard. It's hard to remember the the school schedule sometimes. All right, this is a reading from the Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle, and as I always explain to you, dead as the Egyptians meant it, meant spiritually unawakened, asleep. It doesn't mean physically dead, because they never believe, they don't believe that the soul died after physical death. You transform energy. Energy never dies. Energy always was, and it always will be. Okay. The first card that comes up is a scarab beetle. VW beetle might be significant. The scarab beetle, Capera. They're telling me Capera, but of course, you know what is? I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure. The Mummy. I have to watch it again. And as you see, the Pantheon is significant. The Egyptians are always significant. The Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle cards, Scarab, Renewal, Second Chances, Fresh Starts. Renewal, Second Chances, Fresh Starts. Sounds like the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is significant. The scarab beetle was a sacred key. I meant to say creature. The scarab beetle was a sacred creature, and of course, keys are significant. Reindeer is significant. Like I said, reindeer signifies keys. The scarab beetle was a sacred creature to the Egyptians. Not only did they consider the scarab-headed god Khepri, that actually might be a variation of Khepera. I'm going to look that up. The scarab-headed god Khepri, Khepri, to be the one who brought forth the light each new dawn by rolling the sun across the sky. But as a creature, they are closely linked with death. It was doubly sacred to the ancient Egyptians. They frequently wore amulets and jewels in the form of scarab beetles, which they believed would ward off disease and death, or dis-ease. They associated their beetles with resurrection in the afterlife due to the fact that scarabs lay their eggs in dung, rolled into balls, and then bury them underground. When the eggs subsequently hatched, the Egyptians considered this to be a form of resurrection and proof of the afterlife. Number 38 is significant. 3 and 8 is 11. 3 and 8 is 11. The number 6 is significant, as you see. The Lovers is significant. A choice was made. All right. Oh, 38 and 39 are significant. Okay. So there's more. They said the plot thickens. Yeah, I do. The scarab card, therefore, represents some kind of renewal or rebirth. To come, this is a time of second chances, second glances, and fresh starts. Kroger could be significant. It could indicate a sudden change in life direction or a blast from the past. Old flames, lost loves, and reminiscing with old friends are also suggested by this card. Bear in mind that while the past can be revisited, it is not a place to stay. There may be things going on under the surface, good or bad, that have yet come to light. So guard your heart if you take a trip down memory lane with an old flame. So, of course, they're saying candles are significant, light is significant, flames are significant, twin flames are significant because that's the twin flame journey that we're here on right now. And you might want to go back to my reading maybe about 18, 19 months ago. The True Twin Flame Journey. That's the name of the reading. The True Twin Flame Journey. The True Twin Flame Journey is about healing, self-love, self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, remembering who you are at the level of the soul. Marriage is significant because it represents, the twin flame journey represents the marriage, the matrimony, the right and left hemispheres of the brain coming together. They're telling me the right and left hemispheres of the world coming together. Yeah, red and blue make purple, the crown. Beetles are significant. Like I said, VW, beetles might be significant. VW as a state. VW as a brand, WV as a state, SWV. West Virginia is significant. Yeah, they said the VW bugs, beetles are significant. Herbie Hancock, they said. All right, let's see what else we have next. Number 35, let's see what we got. Ooh. Amit is significant. Yeah. The weighing of the heart ceremony, that's where we're at. That's where we are at with it. The Duat is significant. The underworld, of course, because that's where we're reading from, the Book of the Dead. Number 36 is significant. 37 is significant. 100 and 101 is significant. Yeah, 101, as in we're getting educated. 35, 37, 35, 36, 37 is significant. Okay. Shakti. All right. And of course, 3 and 5, loyal hearts on my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. 35 equals 8. 35 is the pathway. So this is the 8 of Wands. So the Wands are coming through right now. Wands energy. That the scarab, fresh start, new beginning, second chances, represents the Ace of Wands. Excuse me. And 3 and 5 represent the 8 of Wands, clear communication, a clear pathway, downloads, upgrades, messages from your ancestors. 3 and 5 is 8. Of course, the card numbers, the page number is 96, which represents the crown chakra, and 97 is significant. As I always tell you, take the numbers as it resonates to you. Complaint numbers, file numbers, patent numbers, flight numbers, log numbers, entry numbers. It doesn't matter. However it resonates to you. 96 and 97 are significant. That could be September 6th, September 7th, or 1996 or 1997, being 96 or 97. Like I said, take it as it resonates. Shakti, servant, slave, puppet. The Shakti, Poppet, Poppet. They said poppy as a name, poppy as a flower. They're showing me daisies and sunflowers, the sunflower seeds. The Shakti were the puppets of the ancient Egyptians, and they were put into tombs to be the servants of the dead in the afterlife. Oh, this is deep shit. The Shakti were the puppets of the ancient Egyptians, and they were put into the tombs to be the servants of the dead in the afterlife. They were created to take on all the manual labor so that the deceased could enjoy their afterlife and quite literally rest in peace. The Shakti is not a very nice card at all because it suggests that you are being used by someone. You might find yourself in a situation where you feel like a puppet and someone else is pulling the strings. This could be a difficult boss who expects you to work too much for too little pay, or a domineering parent you just cannot please. Whoever this is, whoever it is, this card appears to highlight the fact that someone else is calling all the shots, being controlling, manipulative, or belittling toward you. Take heed of this card. They said heed. Buffalo soldiers are significant. Shots. They said the anti-vaxxers, or that's what they're saying, anti-vax. Vaccines are significant. Shot clocks are significant. TikTok is significant. Everything is coming through right now. Servant, slave, puppet. This could be a difficult boss who expects you to work too much. See, when they told me about Fresh Start and when Kroger is significant, my employer owes me money, and this energy is coming through right now. All right, take heed of this card. Oh, it's not finished. It's not done. Take heed of this card, because unlike the Shabti, you were not created to exist in the service to anyone. Of course, the sign of service is significant. Virgo. The sign of the Virgin, the only female astrological sign. And that's where we're at now. Because unlike the Shabti, you were not created to exist in service to anyone else. You are not a slave. Now is the time to begin taking back control of your own life. Said, I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my time back. Time, energy, money, sex. Try to identify which person this cards relate to. Who is it that keeps telling you what you can and cannot do, unless you do all the work, then takes all the credit for it? Who behaves in a coercive or controlling manner? Once you have identified that person, put an end to their games by standing up for yourself. You can only be truly enslaved if you allow it. Your mind and heart will always be free. See, this is the journey that we're on. The clear path that is being made for us. Okay? Like I said, everything is playing out from the macro to the micro. 6 is the lover. 6 was the choice that we had to make. 3 and 5 is 8. They said 6th grade and 8th grade is significant. Yeah, it is. Moving forward, passing the crown, moving forward to the next level. That might be significant. Level. They said fear factor significant. Joe Rogan and those podcasts. Yeah, legacy media is dead. Independent media is arising, and this is what's happening. This is what we came to do. Dismantle the old. We didn't come to fix shit. We came to dismantle the old, outdated, false base 3D matrices, plural of matrix, and implement and upgrade. Implement the new grids, the new ley line. Heal the the air, the water, the land, the sea. Heal the ethers, and that's what we're here to do. Freedom, liberty, and sovereignty. This new change in the earth represents a change. America wears the crown. America is the seat of authority. That's why it's such a big deal when we do things. Everybody else follows suit. This is the age of Aquarius, the water bearer. So like I said, the water represents the intuition, the emotion. The healed inner child is the only way that you can live in heaven on earth right now, which is just now becoming a physical place. Before it was just a density, a frequency. And that is what is happening now. We left the age of knowing in the age of Pisces behind. 12/21/12 marked the beginning of the age of Aquarius. So we're 12 years in. They said 12 deep. 12 deep. 12 represents the hangman, the privileged lady. The hangman is looking at things from the opposite side, being forced to look at things from the opposite side, because perception is reality. We are going to see how the other half lives. The 12 tribes of Judah are significant. 12 months of the year, the number 12. 12. The 12th letter is L, as in light. Okay? The 12th letter is L. And I don't remember what that means in Roman numerals, but they said to look it up. This is what we're doing here, freeing our mind, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Once you free your mind by healing your inner child, go outside, laugh, play, do what you need to do. Stop listening to society. Stop listening to the masses, because they're fucking lost. They're lost. This is not God's world. We are chosen as psycho breakers in our bloodlines. to clear the karma, to collapse timelines, to be able to implement, like I said, the new grids, to implement this new consciousness. Christ was named after a consciousness. Look it up. There's levels to the shit, you know. People, you have astrologists out here. You have they show me the tablets, the hieroglyphs and stuff. The pantheon. We are reincarnated deities, gods, goddesses. Our history did not begin with slavery, but that's what they want you to think. This change in Aquarius represents a massive change in a paradigm shift. The poles are shifting, like I said, POLES, POLLS, paradigm shift. And we're literally going to see how the other half lives. Like I've been explaining, the Earth is rising in vibration. All the planets, all the star systems are out here. Everybody being afraid about, you know, the fear mongering. This is what's going on. This is why you got to ground yourself. Peace, be still. Keep your energy protected. Know that what is happening is nothing that is outside of the divine plan. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel the way you feel. Honor your feelings. You know, ground yourself. Drink water. Eat clean. You know, expand your energy. If you need to take time off of work, do that. If you need to take time off and away from family, you do that. You don't need to explain anything to anybody. Maybe you have children or parents you take care of. That's it. But for the most part, stop telling people your business because you think that people have a good heart, a good mind like you, a beautiful mind, is it, like you, and they don't. They want you. They want what you have. They want your life because they're stuck in separation consciousness, and they don't understand that once you raise your vibration, you can get what we have, or what we're trying to attain. You cannot lead somebody or a group of people to places that you have never been before. So that's why you had to be at the bottom for us to ascend to the top. Okay, that was definitely channeled information. Number 13 is significant. Thoth is significant. 13 is the death card. Like I said, letter M is significant. Roman numerals, 1,000 is significant. That's what the Roman numeral M means. 17 is significant. The letter Q is significant. 17 again is the healing card. The healing card. Thoth. The Hermit. That's me. This is who I'm reincarnated as. Thoth. Ask your angels and your ancestors to show you who you are. 52, of course. It's the 52 fatal strikes. Like I said, 52 pickup. Cards are significant. Cutting cords. 52 states are significant as well. 53 is significant. Thoth. Wisdom, invention, literature, and legislation. Thoth was the Egyptian god of wisdom, intellect, invention, science, and legal issues. He was a great meditator and ensured that the deceased were judged fairly. He was the scribe for the 𝑂𝑀, meaning that he recorded the judgments of the dead. As a god associated with literature, he was also linked to, which is, remember the number 101 came up before? They're telling me to remind you of that. He was a scribe for the 𝑂𝑀, D-U-A-T, meaning that he recorded the judgments of the dead. As a god associated with literature, he was also linked to libraries, scholars, and academia. He was the patron deity of all writers, librarians, and scholars, legal secretaries, and stenographers. They're so stupid. They're telling me Dave Chappelle, the court reporter shit, and the travel reporter. He was the patron deity of all writers, librarians, and scholars, legal secretaries, and stenographers. In ancient Egypt, authorship was viewed as a form of immortality, as the words on the scroll would last long after the author had passed into the 𝑂𝑀, so authors were held in high esteem, and Thoth watched over them as they worked. Bookworms have worshipped Thoth for centuries. Yes. When this card appears in a spread, it is asking you to be the scribe of your own life. Your future is unwritten, but you have more control over it than you think. The crested ibis is significant. The crested ibis is significant. The Crested ibis was associated with thoth, that are telling me to give you a little tidbit of information. Some things I tell you, some things you are moved, you are encouraged to look up yourself. I'm only planting seeds. You have to grow your own garden. The Garden of Eden, like I said, healing the inner child by knowledge and education, wisdom, applying that knowledge and education. Stop, sharing the wisdom for like-minded individuals. You don't waste your pearls among swine. Pearl is a name. Excuse me. You have more control over it than you think. The act of writing down your goals, dreams, and desires is a form of alchemy because it can help you to manifest these things into reality. And I know that they're talking to me directly because I am very good at speaking my affirmations out loud in my outside voice, but I'm not so good with writing them down. And that is because the reasons are twofold. The reason for that is twofold. One, my wrist hurts. I get so many downloads, hundreds of downloads a day. It's impossible to keep up with them all. And the second thing is, like I said, my wrist hurts. So I'm definitely getting better at that. Like it's both. It's speaking it in your outside voice, because your voice is a frequency, and it's writing it down because it is a form of alchemy. The act of writing down your goals, dreams, and desires is a form of alchemy because it can help to manifest those things into your reality. Writing is a form of invention in itself, so use the written word to invent your future. This card also indicates legal matters and cautions you not to sign anything without fully understanding it first. Do not sign anything without fully understanding it first. They're showing me the review card from my astrological deck, and when the astrological cards come out, have your birth chart reading or look into your birth chart reading. This card also indicates legal matters and cautions you not to sign anything without fully understanding it first. They said caution. They're telling me stand clear of the closing doors, please. And it's showing me, like caution. Be careful in the subway. They're showing me. Read the small print. Take professional advice if necessary. Excuse me. Also be cautioned not to write down anything for which you do not. Read the small print. Take professional advice if necessary. Also be cautioned not to write down anything for which you do not want to be held accountable. And they said, oh yeah, do not write down any passwords. Try to keep that shit in your mind. And if you write down the passwords, once you remember the password, erase that shit. Because you know how sometimes people write that and show me on them sticky notes. Sometimes you write passwords or whatever. Yeah, Kroger is coming through heavy right now because when I worked at Kroger, Fresh Start is the little ongoing continuing education little app that they have once you get hired. Once every week, you're supposed to be doing it every week. So that's definitely coming through. Number 53, 52, and 53 is significant. And like I said, 8, 5, and 3 equals 8. And 3 and 5 equals 8. All right, that's all for now, you guys. See you guys next video.